Disclaimer before I get into this. This video is going to sound a lot like it's sponsored. It's not. I just really enjoy this game. So, with that said, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some gaming. So, as most of you know, I really enjoy games I don't have to pay for. And as some of you know, I really dislike pixel art games. I find pixel art to be one of the laziest forms of gaming, or game developing, either way. Like, we have had the technology for pixel art since before I was fucking born, okay? You're not gonna do anything that hasn't been done already, okay? It's just the way it is. So when I tell you that I really, really fucking enjoy this game, you know I mean it. Like, it's from the heart. Okay? Alright. I don't even know where to begin. I've never had the amount of freedom that this game offers. I don't think so, anyway. Like, there's just so many different ways you can do anything, and just, oh. Alright, let's get into it. Start with the art style, since that's, a big thing for me. I don't really like pixel art, but this isn't exactly pixel art in the traditional sense. It's a little more defined, kind of almost feels 3D-ish. It takes its base from pixel art, and you can see the pixel art influence, but it's got more of a cartoony kind of art style, like Prison Architect or The Escapists. If you ever played either of those games, which are both fun in their own right. So it's not like, yeah, I mean, that's the art style is really similar to those games. It's not like a full bullshit. You could have made this in the fucking 80s, you know. I mean, you probably could have, but not helping, am I? Hold on, it gets better. Okay, so we'll jump into the plot. A tyrannical mayor has taken over this really big city that has slums and upper class, like most cities, and then great big foresty parks, I guess, where cannibals live. I mean, that sounds about right. I've never really been to a big city, but I'm going to assume they have cannibals and roving bands of army dudes and forests. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Um, So you join the resistance, and you do such a good job at your initiation that the previous leader of the resistance just fucking explodes with excitement right in front of you. Really cool. Very interesting. I like the humor of this game. I like the feel of it. And the freedom of choice. Oh, this game is beautiful, alright? Let me tell you. Fucking gorgeous. Not, I mean, in the sense of pretty because pixel art, but we're beyond that. We're moving on now, okay? So we'll go into the character selects. There's a whole bunch of fucking characters that you can choose from. They're probably on screen now if future me edits properly. Insane amount of choice here. You can do all kinds of cool shit. Each of these characters has their own fucking specials and shit. And each one has a different play style. My current favorite is the hacker. You can fucking hack a refrigerator and tell it to run. You know, the old joke, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch this motherfucker because it's gone, alright? Or you can, like, hack random objects and make them explode, or hack them and make them cause a distraction so people go over and look at it and then blow it the fuck up. Really fun. Really, really fun. Maybe that's not your style. Maybe you would prefer to play as a comedian. Yeah, like a stand-up comic, and you just kind of fucking tell people jokes, and they instantly fucking like you if they like your joke. I mean, they might not like your joke, and you might piss them off. And your joke might be shitty enough that they'll just start punching you in the face right then and there. I mean, I don't know. I've seen this happen. It's happened to me. All right, look. Sometimes comedy is tough. Remember that. You want to play as a fucking zombie and just go around fucking murdering the shit out of everybody and turning them into zombies too, which in turn go around and murder the shit out of everybody. Guess what? You fucking can! Ah, 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 ah. Maybe all this fucking violence and shit isn't for you. Maybe you want to play as a cop, alright? Alright, this banana throw, nothing to do with playing as a cop. I just enjoy that. But you can, like, go around and arrest people, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta make your marks. You gotta arrest criminals. Okay, so, as far as the layout goes, you've got 6 floors that you need to go through in order to win the game. Floors 1 through 5 have 3 levels for each floor. There's an entrance and an exit. You can't exit until you've done all of the quests that this floor has to offer you. It might be where you got to run around and push a bunch of buttons. It might be you got to neutralize somebody. You got to get an item from someone. Now, there's, like I said, freedom of choice. So many different ways you could get this. Like, say you got to get an item from somebody. Make them like you, and they might just give it to you for free. Or slap a slave collar on their head and demand it. You could, I don't know, you could honestly just kill them and take it. You could play as the thief and pickpocket the item off of them. You could pay someone else to kill them for you. It's insane. Insane. But back to my earlier, 3 levels for each floor. On the 3rd level, there is a disaster, which just throws a whole wrench in the works, because up until this point, you kind of want to play slowly and plan out your moves, because you have 1 life to do all 6 floors. Unless you use a mutator to add continues, which gives you 2 extra lives. But you continue at the floor you died on. You don't pick up, like, where you died. You have to start that floor all over. But that's better than having to start the whole thing all over. Mutators are really nice. There's a whole bunch of them. Say you don't like a certain disaster, you can disable it. You can give unlimited ammo. Make it so your baseball bat never breaks when you crack people over the head with it. Really cool stuff. I really like that they added those mutators, because if you don't like a feature or you really like a feature, you can do it. I run with continue because I'm kind of a piece of shit. And I like random districts. That one's really fun. And that's off topic, but it is what it is. Okay, so in addition to having to complete quests on each floor in order to move on, each character has their own big quests. And these big quests change depending on what character it is. Like, the thief has to steal a certain amount of things for each floor. The gangster has to kill all of the gangsters of the opposite color. So there's red and blue. Yeah, you get it. The hacker has to install viruses on certain computers, which release crazy robot cops that try to fucking find you and murder you. One of the hardest ones that I've come across. But yeah. And if you complete all 6 floors and win, well, you don't even have to win, just complete all 6 floors doing the big quest, you unlock their super special, which when you start the game again with that character, you can use it. And it, depending on what the character is, it's pretty fucking cool for some of them. Like the hacker, it no longer takes time to hack. It's just an instant hack, and you don't get in trouble for it. Unless you're like, I don't know, blowing something up or killing somebody and a cop sees you, then you might get in trouble. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. I'm trying to unlock as many as I can before I turn on the endless modifier, so the game doesn't end, and I just want to see how far I can make it. Because this game is really difficult. It's challenging, but it's so rewarding and just so enjoyable. I highly recommend. It's just so much replayability. It's procedurally generated, so every time you play it, it'll be a little different. Oh, I love it. One of my favorite moments was when two of the rival gangs got into a full ass street brawl right in front of me. And a cop ran in to try and break it up and got hit in the crossfire, which aggroed the cops in the area to run in. And so it's now a three-way fucking fight between three different groups. Somebody got fucking punched through a fire barrel, which was located nearby, starting a big ass fire. So the whole ass fire department shows up to try and put out this little fire. Next thing you know, one of them got hit somehow in this crossfire. All of the firefighters jump in to join this fucking fight going down. Oh, it was glorious. You would have had to see it. It was just beautiful. Yeah, it's a good game. I'm surprised. You don't find many good games on Game Pass. I mean, I don't. You might like some of that shit. I don't know. Most of it seems like trash to me. I don't like pixel art games, but I love this game. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you go out there and you enjoy Streets of Rogue. And, yeah, have a great day.